Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So first of all, I want to tell you about the interview tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be interviewing Jolissa's mother. So Jalissa Fuentes is the 24-year-old woman that is missing. So she was last seen at 4 a.m. August 7th, and her parents, her family has been searching for her. She's from Selma, California. So she was last seen on a surveillance footage at a gas station at 4 a.m. So they need everybody's help. Keep her face out there, guys. Her family is very desperate and sad and tired and heartbroken, and they're just trying to find their daughter. So yeah, that'll be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Me and Amanda are going to be doing the interview with Jolissa's mother, Norma. So I want to let you guys know about that. And then I just wanted to go over a few updates on the Kylie Rodney case. Okay, so first I wanted to show you this article that I found. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because we had that open panel debate about the window. Was it broken? Which window was broken? Where was Kylie at? Was she in the back seat? Well, this kind of explains it. Okay, so this is from the New York Post. So actually, the main point I want to show you in this is this part down here. So here we go. It says the vehicle was upside down and about 14 feet underwater. Diver Nick Wren, who discovered the car, told the Post. The driver's window was broken and there was a body in the back seat. Searchers feel certain the car did not careen down the steep embankment that buttresses the party site where Kylie was last seen. But the car was still found just around 600 yards from the party, which was held in a clearing of pine trees that overlooks the water. It seems like the car entered the reservoir from the shores of a lakeside beach. When driving from the remote party site, a left turn goes back to the campground, but a right turn leads to the beach. It's likely Kylie took a right turn. While the route into the water might be more clear than before, the motive remains unknown. Authorities have yet to rule out foul play or suicide, and friends said Kylie was drinking the night she disappeared. So that's kind of interesting. And then I found this in one of the Facebook groups. Somebody said, wasn't the sheriff's son at the party, or was that just a rumor? I have seen this posted in comments on a couple pages. Maybe that's why none of the kids who attended the party have said anything. They were told to be quiet by their parents out of fear of retaliation by the sheriff. My sister and family lived in Truckee. She told me it was a very small town where everyone knows each other. And the town leaders rule and somehow get their revenge if you dare cross them. It starts with the local PTA all the way up. Sammy was wet that night and changed clothes. Why? So there's that, where that came from, because somebody brought it up in the live the other night about hearing that she had changed her clothes. So it is going around. I don't know where this came from, but that's odd if that's true. And so here's a picture again of the map where if the party, so the party has to be somewhere over here because they said if she would have turned left, she would go away, and she accidentally turned right and right into the reservoir. But Bella brought up a good point. What if, because we know there's a line of cars at 12:30, right? At least people at a neighboring campsite or somewhere close said they saw a trail of cars around 12:30 leaving. Remember, they saw a trail around like 9 or 9:30 coming in and then around 12:30 leaving. So Bella brought up a point. What if she was already late going home? And what if she did not want to wait in the trail of cars? So she tried to take a shortcut where if you go around here and back up here, it takes you to 89 and you would bypass all these cars. So what if she did try to cut through? If she knew this area really well, she knew she could cut through and come up right up to 89 and cut in front of all these people, and she accidentally turned the wrong way here. Or she may have just accidentally turned the wrong way in general. The reason that was kind of weird to believe because of that witness saying they saw a trail of cars at 12:30 when we think she was probably leaving at that time. But we're just guessing. I mean, maybe she didn't leave at that time. Just because Sammy said she left at 12:25, that Sammy left at 12:25, and that Kylie was supposed to leave soon after doesn't mean she really did. Maybe Kylie stayed longer and then there was no trail of cars when she left. Or maybe she was trying to take a shortcut. So it could be either or maybe not even that at all. And then I wanted to show you This is what we were looking at the other day too, where people see tracks right there. But look, I found a couple more. So look right here. I'll show you. Look, I don't. Credit goes to someone on Facebook found these, not me. And then look, a line. And I don't know who the original, because it's been reposted. So I don't know who the original is to give you a shout out who found this, but good find. So it does look like there could be tracks. See, you can see it better right here. And then right here though, too. So I don't know. Let's see here. So, okay. So there's something right here, and then it looks like there's tracks right here. See, look. And it goes right in. Look, right in. Now, I don't know if that was that spot that was marked off when we were talking about it the other day on a live right here. It has the tape. Maybe that's where the tracks are. But you would think it would go out farther, like it would be marked off because the tracks went into the water. Why is it just this little square though? So that part doesn't quite make sense. But look, you could see kind of tracks right here. So yeah. Now I know, I just realized that this did come out yesterday, so you guys probably did see it. But why wasn't I, like when we were talking about it last night, let me see when this was, if it gives a time. Because remember we were trying to figure out if which window was broke. I mean, this says the driver's window. So that's why it kind of stuck out, because we were trying to figure out where that glass you could see. And we were like, is that the driver's window, or which window is down? So I hadn't seen this article. So it does say the driver's window. But that's weird, because who broke the driver's window then? Because it's sounding like that they discovered the car with the window broken. So I wonder if maybe Kylie was able to get it broke. Let's say it was just an accident. She accidentally drove in. Wonder if she had something and she was able to break it, but it just wasn't in time. And I don't know. That's just weird that it was broke already. Yeah, so the Honda was just 50 feet from where Kylie's phone last pinged. So here is the post from Placer County. It says, an autopsy was conducted on the deceased individual who was found in the Prosser Reservoir on Sunday, August 21st. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner has identified the descendant as 16-year-old Kylie Rodney of Truckee. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office are in communication with Kylie's family and offer our deepest condolences to them during this extremely difficult time. This is an ongoing investigation, and no other information is available at this time. And if you listen to that Twitter, that SF Investigates, Investigator Steven, I think his name is, he even said the party was where there was a big clearing of trees. So I'm guessing it was either here or here. Not here. In my opinion, it's up here somewhere. And then that article that we read, it clearly said that you would turn left to go away and right to go where Kylie went. Because there's this thing going around, people are trying to say that the party was here and the parking was here. I disagree. I mean, of course, it's just my opinion. But from what that article says, number one, I mean, they didn't mention anybody parking down here. There'd be tracks, all like crazy tracks. We had that Steven, the investigator, said that it was where there's like a big clearing of trees where they're all hung out. And yeah, you turn left or you turn right. And I mean, I know you could look at it like, okay, so if the party was here, you turn left and then you turn right into there. But no, they said, I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure it was either here or around here, where there's a clearing of the trees. People were probably parking all over, anywhere, like right off the road, you know? And like I said, she should have turned this way, but instead she turned this way. So I think it was probably right here, right here. Why am I thinking it was more like right up here? Let me see. But I don't think it was right here. I think it was here or here. And she just turned the wrong way. And then let me just bring up this picture that people are talking about. I don't know one way or the other, but so let's say it was like here or here. There is a clearing of the trees, right? So you might be able to see down here pretty well, especially if it's all dark and there's a light from a car. You might be able to see down into where Kylie drove in. So if there were still people there, did anybody see? Did anybody see her go in? If it really was her accidentally going in? And then it brings me to, hold on. Okay, so it brings me to this picture right here. So people are saying, because remember I was like, oh, it looks like a campfire. And everybody's like, no, it's headlights. And I agree. I think it is probably like some kind of car lights. So what if everybody is watching her drive into the reservoir? But why wouldn't they say something? Because they are definitely looking at something. He's looking that way. She's looking that way. They're all looking that way. And maybe instead of them calling the cops because they're nervous because they're all doing illegal things, like some underage drinking, there's probably illegal drugs. And then a lot of them are driving under the influence. So they're probably all scared. I mean, let's say they're allegedly, let's just say they're all scared. They see that happen and then they just make a pact or something not to say anything. I don't know. I mean, what if that is them watching her go into the water? Maybe they don't realize what's going on. I don't know. I mean, or they could just be seeing a headlight coming and somebody's coming and it just caught their attention because somebody's arriving. Or I don't know if it could be. But then if this is a Sammy picture, then that means she would still be here to have this picture, right? Does this mean this is one of her pictures? And she said she left at 12:25. Does this mean she took the picture? If so, was this before she left and was she there for it? Like I said, this is just one of the theories that people had, that maybe they're all looking and seeing Kylie drive in to the reservoir, which would be a shame if they just didn't say anything because they were afraid of getting in trouble. Let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, I think they are definitely looking at something. I mean, some of them haven't noticed, but there are some people that are noticing. I mean, they're not all looking that way. This guy definitely is looking at it. And maybe, like I said, maybe they don't even know what they're seeing, too. And then maybe they realize after. Maybe they let's say that is what happened, and then they realized after Kylie went missing and nobody could find her like the next day, and then they're like, oh my God, what if they just thought, is that what we saw? And then nobody wants to come forward because they're going to get in trouble. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from all kinds of different angles. Or that they did see it happen, knew what had happened, but they were afraid to call, and then they just made a pact, let's just not say anything. Or there's something more nefarious going around, and they actually did something, like somebody did that. Like something happened to Kylie, and then they went and put her in the water. I don't know. But okay, so I did want to also talk about, so that would mean either, like I said, we want to find out what gear the car was in when Adventures with Purpose found it. Was it in neutral or was it in drive? If it was in neutral, that's freaking highly suspicious, because there's no way that car should be in neutral unless somebody put her in there and they put the car in neutral and pushed her into the water. Maybe after she already passed away, if that was the case. It'd be a way to, make it look like an accident. Now, if it was in drive, at first I was thinking, okay, if it's in drive, then that means she probably just drove in. But then I remembered a Lifetime movie I seen where somebody's husband, or somebody, I think it was based on a true story. The husband killed his wife, and then he wanted to make it look like a suicide, so he put a brick on the pedal and basically made it look like a suicide. So they could put a heavy object on the pedal and put it in the drive, and then that would work too. And then I was thinking, well, when Adventures with Purpose found the car, they would have seen the brick on the pedal, but no, not necessarily. So at first I was thinking, oh, the water pressure. We saw those videos, how strong that water is coming up, that pressure. That would probably push whatever heavy object up. But then I even remembered they said the car was upside down. So anything that was on the pedal is long gone because they found the car upside down. But what I don't understand is why was the window broken? It's making me like, what if it's just making me think like, what if she was fighting, right? And she was trying to break the window and she did get it broken, but it was just too late, and she couldn't get out. And then one last thing I want to bring up is what Ryan Upchurch was talking about how authorities said that they searched the reservoir thoroughly. How the heck did they miss the car? How did they miss her car being so close to the shore? Not even under that much water, really. I mean, it was right there. If they thoroughly searched it, that would have definitely been a spot that they would have looked right there in that area. It should have been. I mean, they should have looked at that area and the area right off by the boat ramp, like really good, right? How are they going to miss that? Do better. If there isn't any other reason for it and they just missed it, then they need to do better. But maybe there's another reason. Maybe they did search it and I hate to go down this rabbit hole, but what the heck? How are they going to search it and miss it right there? Sorry, that's Zeke. You could probably hear him. He's like chewing a little bit. So yeah, that is interesting. So it's definitely something to chat about because they definitely should have seen it. And if they didn't feel confident that they searched it thoroughly, then they shouldn't have said that. So I don't know, guys. But let me know what you think about the picture, the broken window, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then later on, probably like late afternoon, after my first live, I'll probably get some lunch. And then let's do an open panel and we'll discuss some of this stuff with Kylie. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget about Jalissa. Like I said, come with questions if you have any questions for her mom. She'll be here at 11 a.m. answering questions with me and Amanda. So thank you guys. Have a good night.